Okay, if you keep choosing men that need fixing, men that end up being your little projects, and you end up being hurt and heartbroken every time, listen up, this is for you. I have had this conversation multiple times with many different women over the last few weeks, and I wanted to address this. The reason that you are attracting men that need fixing, and you give and give and give so much of you and you end up hurt, it's not because there's anything wrong with you. There is nothing wrong with you. You're not hopeless. This is not how you're destined to be forever. These are simply patterns. The way that you interact with men, the way that you receive love and are in relationships are simply patterns that were imprinted in you long before you knew you had a choice. Long before you understood or could understand what love actually is, these were imprinted in you. The reason that you give and give and give and try and fix this man, you attract these men that need fixing, is because somewhere along the way, your nervous system associated love with what you can do for others. So you learned to become the person who is needed. You learn to become the person who has to give and give and give in order to receive. So your nervous system associated this being needed with intimacy. So when you feel needed that you need to fix this person, your nervous system associates that with safety, associates that with intimacy and connection. You began as a child to base your value on what you can do for others. And caretaking and love got intertwined, got tangled up. That's not your fault. That was never your fault. This was imprinted in you, as I said, long before you understood you have a choice. It wasn't your fault, but it is now your responsibility. You do not have to stay in these patterns for the rest of your life. You can if you want. It's your choice. You are an adult, you have choice. But it is your responsibility when you decide you have had enough of this, you are sick of this, to change this. And you change this by addressing first and foremost these patterns, acknowledging these patterns that are playing out that are not you. They are just, it's like computer software that was imprinted in you, and now it's up to you to change the software that is causing these behaviors. You change what your nervous system sees as safety, what your nervous system, the way that your nervous system receives love. It's up to you to change the subconscious programming that has your value tied up in what you do for others, and to become the woman who no longer needs to be needed in order to feel good enough to receive love. She just receives love because she knows she is inherently worthy of this. And when you're ready, head to my bio. This is the work that I do.